Hey, how we doing, Titans fans? Chris Boutel here with Titan Uprising. Thank you for watching the video. I appreciate all the likes, comments, subscriptions. If you have not subscribed, please do. I would really appreciate it. My goal is just to hit 100 subscribers by the end of April. So that's about a week away. Low goal there for 100, but hey, we got to start somewhere, right? I'm going to keep these videos cranking. And the reason I even started these, if you guys don't know, I'm a Bleacher Report community captain. And I made a video there and got some good feedback from the community, and I liked it. I enjoyed it, and I also don't feel like we actually get much media attention or big media attention for the Tennessee Titans. They don't care about us. They're saying all of our star players are going to be traded away, and if I have to read one more article where they think D'Amico Ryan's our head coach, I'll flip it. It sucks, man. We shouldn't have to read that crap. They don't pay attention to our team. They don't want superstars on our team. They never have. We're a small market. I mean, it is what it is. Maybe with the new stadium being built here in a few years, that'll change. We'll find out. But it's one of the reasons I started doing this. I'm a huge fan. Been a fan for 24 years, and I just want to give you guys good content that I think that should be out there, and I'm hoping you guys like it and enjoy it. So sorry for that long little rant there, but I'm going to dive right into this one now. And this one's about Ryan Tannehill. Trade rumors heating up here that he could be available entering the draft. And I'm going to pop this up on the screen for you. Now, this was an article that I did see on Bleacher Report. It's by Scott Pulisic. And he's saying here that all eyes are on Rodgers and Jackson as the offseason continues. But one other quarterback, a notable quarterback, could be on the move as Thursday's draft approaches is Ryan Tannehill. And he's quoting ESPN's Jeremy Fowler here, who appeared on SportsCenter and brought up the possibility of Titans trading Ryan Tannehill with just 1 year left on his deal. And this is what Fowler said. Teams I talked to believe that Tannehill could be or is available via trade. He's got a $36 million cap hit. New GM Ryan Carthon is resetting this roster in a big way. They're making some moves. And so right now they would need a replacement, though. They would need somebody in place. So do they draft one? I've talked to some teams who believe that the Titans are looking at moving up or even moving back from pick number 11 because they have a lot of needs to fill. So it's not all about the quarterback position. So at least Ryan Tannehill was comfort food. He is available, and they know what to expect. Then he's saying Tennessee selected Malik Willis with third round pick last year, and they don't believe he's going to be a starter. They'd be surprised if he was a starter next year. Could leave the Titans in somewhat of a rebuilding phase as Derrick Henry enters the final year of his contract. And moving Tannehill could bring the Tennessee Titans additional draft capital, help us focus on our future a little better. And he has some stats on here saying how he struggled last year, was a Pro Bowler in 19, and then threw for 3,700 yards in back-to-back seasons in 2020 and 2021. And then right at the end here, he says, if nothing else, he could be a bridge quarterback for a team that doesn't necessarily have its franchise guy in place yet, which could generate some interest as trade discussions pick up around the draft. So I wholeheartly agree with this. I really do. When I read this, I've been thinking this. I've been saying this. The video I posted yesterday, if you guys want to watch that, kind of goes hand in hand with what I'm about to say. I think Rand Carthon has done nothing but position ourselves to take the best player available in this year's draft because we can go any which way. And we don't know how the 10 picks before us are going to pan out. We really don't. The draft is wild. Something crazy happens every year. Somebody falls every year. Somebody's taken where we think they're going to go, or somebody's taken way ahead of where we think they're going to go every year. Every year, man. Did you think Malik Willis was going to be drafted in the third round last year? I sure as hell did not. There's talk about him going to top 10. So now we know why. These teams know. Maybe it's Anthony Richard that falls to the 20s this year, or people really don't like mayonnaise Will Levis. So I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen. We can just take our best guess and talk about it. But I do believe this because I am a guy that likes to sit here and look at what has been going on. In the video I posted yesterday, you guys can see I had a visual there too on the screen of the contracts of the guys that we've signed this season, this off season. A lot of 1 year deals, vet min deals. So I really do think that we did that as all stopgaps. And just to give us, we have needs, obviously. We can use an upgrade at wide receiver, an upgrade on the offensive line, but we have signed guys in those areas. So we're not going into the draft thinking, man, we really need a left tackle or we are screwed. And then all of a sudden, Skoronski's gone, Paris Johnson Jr.'s gone. And it's like, oh, no, do we take like Darnell Wright here? Like, what do we do, guys? Or Broderick Jones is too high? Oh, maybe he's gone too. So, there's a lot of, you don't know what's going to happen. Offensive lineman could fly right off the board this year. You don't know. And that's why, so I'm going to go back on some of these things that I think that he is right on. And he says, Ryan Carthon is resetting the roster. I agree with that. And then he also said Titans, he has talked to some teams that believe the Titans are going to move up or move back. I think that's true as well. I think we're looking at moving up or moving back. It depends on, like I said earlier, what shakes out before us. It really does. And I really do believe that Ryan Tannehill has looked at comfort food. It's a weird way to look at it, but if we don't get our guy in the draft, Ryan Tannehill is on our team, and he's better than 15 other starters in the NFL. So he's not going to win you a Super Bowl, but he'll get us to the playoffs, make us competitive, maybe make it to the playoffs. So we'll be competitive though with Ryan Tannehill. We have been in the past, and we will be. And he's going to have a better team around him this year, I believe, at least a better offensive line. Dennis Daly, the swinging door, will not be on the left side this year. We're already better. You could put a you could put a fence post out there that will block more than Daly. So I do agree with that. Like I said, next thing he goes here is Malik Willis, third round pick last year. A lot of people don't think he'll be the starter. I agree with that, really do. I like to see him get a shot, but I just don't think he's going to. He was not good last year. He wasn't supposed to see the field either, though, and it was a bad offense to be put on. So I really would like to see him get a fair shake, but that's not going to happen, I don't think. Now, he did say he could be a veteran presence for another team that needs an option under center. And then at the end there, he did say he could be a bridge quarterback for a team. I believe those things as well. Now, there's not many teams that I think would trade for Ryan Tannehill. And I've said in the previous videos, my Aaron Rodgers video, if you guys want to watch that one, I broke that down a lot and how that how that situation between Rodgers and the Jets and the Packers and the Jets, right? How that really affects us, because if Rodgers doesn't get traded to the Jets and he remains on the Packers or says, screw you, I'm retiring, because he was 90% in his darkness retreat about to retire, it still cracks me up. If that falls through, I mean, we could potentially be trading Ryan Tannehill to the Jets, because the Jets are supposedly, that's their second option, is Ryan Tannehill. So that's a good situation to monitor. There's reports out there saying that they expect the Rodgers trade to happen before the draft. So I'm dropping this video on Monday. Right now it's Sunday. I'm recording this late, going to drop it tomorrow. So when this video drops, it'll be only 3 days until the draft hits. So it's a short period of time. And so so we got the Jets. I'm going to throw a dark horse out here, and I don't know if anybody's really brought this up. The Cardinals. Kyler Murray's hurt. He had late surgery last year. He might miss the first 8 games. So do we trade Tannehill? If we may move up to the third pick to take a quarterback. Let's say Stroud falls. Do we trade up to pick number 3 and use Ryan Tannehill as trade ammo too? Trade him for, trade him and 2 first-round picks. So the Cardinals have a quarterback that's, capable of winning some games before Murray comes back, or maybe they don't like Murray. I don't know. There's new brass over there too with Monty Ossenfort, so that's an option. I'm really trying to think of some other stuff here, guys. New England could be a dark horse, maybe, if they don't believe in Mac Jones. I don't see that either, though. I really don't. That's a far stretch. Maybe the Raiders, but I don't see that either. We're limited on options. I really do. Somebody would have to miss out on the quarterback in this draft. And the reason I say we're limited is because 2 teams that really need quarterbacks are the Texans and the Colts. We're not trading Ryan Tannehill to the Houston Texans or the Indianapolis Colts. They're in the AFC South. That's not going to happen. And most likely we're not going to want to trade him to an AFC team either. So you got to go NFC. Now, another team, when you talk NFC, might be Tampa Bay. Maybe Tampa Bay misses out, right? And they want Tannehill. So I could see that. So my teams would be would be the Jets if the Green Bay trade fizzles out. It would be Arizona as a dark horse, and then it would be Tampa Bay. So my dark horse probably won't happen with Arizona. So I'm really looking at Jets and Tampa Bay. And the Jets, like I said, that might if they get Rodgers, that's not going to happen either. So maybe Tampa. Like I said, guys, I don't know who's going to want him. I really don't, especially with that cap hit, and it's a 1-year deal. But I do think this is true, and it's going to depend on who misses out on their guy. Like I said, in the draft, or he's traded on draft night if we move up, and it's going to give us draft picks because we only have 6 this year. So let me know what you guys think. Do you guys agree with that? Is there a team that I forgot maybe? I don't have any of this written down or anything, so I'm really just thinking out the top of my head here. I can't picture any other teams, and if I'm forgetting one, please comment below. Say, hey, Chris, you should have thought of this, and I'll be like, oh crap, you're right. So let me know what you guys think. Do you want to see him traded on draft night? Do you want us to move up for a quarterback? And then mainly the top of this video, what do you want to see this year with Ryan Tannehill? Do you want to see him on the Tennessee Titans? Do you want to see him off no matter what? Because there's guys out there that do not want him, and I'm kind of one of them, on this team anymore. Are you done with Ryan Tannehill? You want him traded no matter what? Let me know what you guys think, and we'll talk soon. Later, guys.